Weekend. Thanks.
You're welcome.
We'll see
I
you
want
later,
that TV.
Oh, so does everybody else. I'm telling you. My producer,
you're
Catherine.
Gonna die.
Catherine, did you hit the button on the TV? Did you get it? Okay. Aha, she's gonna do it as we go into the next hour. My producer's getting the TV you're about to see.
Awesome.
It's amazing. All right, here we go. We're gonna talk about our VIP financing. We really have just a myriad of ways for you to have fun shopping with us. And one of them is VIP financing. And what does that mean? Well, in this case, you're gonna be able to spread your payments out kind of like FlexPay over 12 months. It's something we offer though exclusively with our HSN card. And if you don't have our card, what you can do is you go online and you apply for it, and then if you're approved, you get to use it instantly. And you know what else happens with that? You save $40 on whatever it is you're shopping for at this moment. Okay, so this TV has been the most talked about TV I think we've ever offered in the history of HSN. I've talked about Delory Leland. She totally wants this. Catherine, my producer, is hitting the buy button right now. Julie just said, oh my gosh, I have to get this TV. This is the one time, if you've ever wanted to upgrade your television, or if you ever wanted the best family Christmas gift you can imagine, this is the one time I would absolutely tell you to go for it without a doubt. Exclamation point on the end of it. Why? You can now get 4 times the wow than standard 1080p high def, but not 4 times the price. As a matter of fact, it's basically less than the cost of an okay 1080p high def TV you find at your local electronics store. We have something that's so spectacular, and this is important to note. This is a Black Friday offer today. And that's honest to goodness. That's what's happened. We went to LG. They're gonna be offering this. It's gonna be a great holiday item. They said, you know what, we're gonna give it to you guys. You can do it one day at our Black Friday price. And instead of those stores having that smoking good deal and only having 2 TVs available, and you waited in line for 6 hours to get it, we've got what we have available for the rest of the day here. And this is where you get it. We have 2 choices. You have your 55-inch you're seeing right now. We have the big whopping 65-inch. Both have 6 flex pay, both have free shipping, and it's the lowest price anywhere for the whole holiday season. So if you ever wanted to get 4K and you've been waiting for it, we have built it all into this with LG and that great name. Now here's a heads up. As we go into this presentation, I only have a couple of hundred left in both sizes. It has been one of our most popular TVs we've ever launched as a today's special. So if you're in and you're thinking about it, please don't wait beyond this presentation, because unfortunately, I will guarantee you that this will be sold out before the day's over. Hi, Joe. I know there's a lot to get into, but
so many things.
Really, you told me earlier this is a Black Friday deal.
You're exactly right. This is that Black Friday price. Nobody else is going to have the better price for the rest of the year. LG said this is it. HSN's getting that special price. And when you see what you're getting, it's not just a great price, because yes, you're getting 4K, which is the sharpest resolution that's out there, but there are 3 new technologies that we've added that are going to make this the best experience to your television, because it's more than just 4K. Now 4K is the resolution. That's why everything looks so sharp. That's why you can see each little hair on the fox or each little whisker right there on the sea lion. That's what gives you that detail. But the one thing you don't see on this television is you see 0 glare. Right now in this studio, we have about a dozen studio lights that are on me and Suzanne and the television, but you don't see it at all. And it allows the colors to come through true to life, because there's a new type of panel that we've created that LG has come up with, and it's called a nano cell technology. So let me switch it over just for a second. I'm going to show you what a nano cell does. Because on the display, there's actually billions of little dots. Do you remember when you were a kid, you used to get really close to the screen and you could see the actual little dots? Well, that's a nano cell right there. It changes color based on what you're watching. It could be yellow, it could be red, it could be blue, it could be purple. It's the size of a nanometer. Now, when we zoom out, there are actually a billion dots that are on there. Because you have such small, itty-bitty little dots and they're all different colors, it's what delivers that amazing color, and you can't even tell the the edges. It's truly borderless because there's a billion dots on there. Most televisions have a million. This has 1 billion dots on there.
I just got goosebumps.
Isn't that incredible?
I got to noogie myself. It's like, what? That is such a geek out moment.
It is. Now, when you're looking,
amazing.
a lot of people see this image and you're thinking, this is good. Now, Suzanne, it's going to get better.
I think this
side is nanocell. That side is your regular 4K. Now, see what happens when the whole thing goes nanocell? It gets rid of those colors. So I'm going to show you a couple more. So now I'm going to show you some flowers. Everything looks red, right? That's the primary color, but you're wrong. That's what a typical 4K television looks like. But with nanocell, you actually get up to 64 times the color saturation. So you can already see the colors down here. Now watch when it swipes up. Look at all the colors that you missed out. What do you see here? Everything is violet. That's not the case. That's what it looks like with old 4K. Now with nanocell, with the 64 times more detail, watch what happens when it slides up. Look at all those colors that you missed. When you go back to watch movies that you've been watching for a decade, it's going to look completely different because you missed out on the color. That's what happens with so many of us is we have this ambient light in our house, whether it's from a window that's next to the television, whether it is a lamp, whether it is a ceiling, whatever it happens to be, we have light that is obstructing from the perfect color. Well, with nanocell, it's the type of panel that they now use that makes it even better. Plus, what also does, it gets rid of the bad angles in the house. You see, we have a couple of people up here, and as we start to come at the angle, now we're at 43, 44, and climbing, I can still see the people, but on a traditional 4K on the other side, the people are gone. And that's not the case anymore when you have the nanocell. The same thing with all the different colors. Look how vibrant the colors will remain on your nanocell display. On the right side, your conventional 4K, they start to get washed away. So that's the great thing about having this, is that not only is it a sharpest resolution, it is also the best panel. Notice the top, that's your 4K nanocell, that's a traditional 4K. Do you see how it's getting washed out? That's why this is such a big deal. And Suze, this is the first time we've ever offered a nanocell display right here at HSN. So that should be reason number one that you're buying this television. Reason number two is that this has something called HDR. And this is gonna blow you away, because what HDR does is it brings out more color. It's like instead of going to a 12 color crayon box, we now go to the 64. You see the exact same picture that's on there. On the right side, that's your traditional 4K. On the left side, that is your HDR. It's brand new technology that the industry came together because they said, okay, there's better than 4K because there's your traditional 4K on the left. There's HDR on the right. Now what happens is I'm going to show you this picture of this beautiful flower. Flower looks outstanding. That's a great flower in 4K, but that's your standard color range. When we go to HDR, like I said, it's like going from that 12 color crayon box to 64. Look how vibrant that flower becomes, all because now you have HDR. So when you look at the three specs that we're including today, yes, it's 4K, but not all 4K are made equally. This has the HDR, which is going to give you that pop of color. This has that brand new nanocell, which is the type of panel that they use to now get rid of all that ambient light. I like to think of it, Suze, as like, I wear glasses from time to time. I don't have to wear them all the time, but I can see things. But then I'm trying to read a book and things are just, they're a little out of focus. Then I put my glasses on and everything is so sharp, it's so crystal clear. That's what it's like when you first watch a movie with nanocell technology.
There's nothing like this out there.
There's nothing, absolutely nothing.
I tell you guys, I know it's tough sometimes when you're watching at home and you're like, oh my gosh, that looks so good and the deal is so amazing and should I do it? I will flat out, hands down, and I've been doing this for a very, very long time, and I'm very blessed to do what I do. But if you're ready to upgrade and you're ready for a new TV, just get this. Because if you think it looks halfway decent at home, you will absolutely be mesmerized, because I am right now, with how good the picture is. It is enveloping, and it's clear, and it's rich, and it's completely unsurpassed. You know what it's like? Did you ever, I'm gonna go back a few years, you ever watch black and white, and then you watch something in vivid color, and everybody was like, oh, have you ever seen a movie? You know, Wizard of Oz, when they change it from black and white to color, and you still get that wow moment. That is how substantially different this is from just a 1080p high def to a 4K, to a 4K with nanocell technology. That, I mean, you guys, it's that broad of a difference. It's like going from a clunker to that, you know, fabulous, expensive out-of-the-world luxury car with every blasted detail you could ever imagine in it. That's what you're getting. And here's what's the crazy part. You're getting it for less than the price of a basic 1080p TV if you go to your electronics store. That's what is so amazing, and that's why these are already more than half gone. In fact, what we originally started with, we were down to so few, they went back to LG and said, look, can you give us a couple more? They said, we gotcha. They loaded in, we called it loading it in, a few more hundred for this show and for later. But at this point, we know this is gonna be completely sold out. The matter is, do you get it now or do you wait and don't get it at all? And we will never do this deal again. And if you were really gonna wait till Black Friday, you do not have to. LG has guaranteed that we are giving you the best deal anywhere on this TV for the entire holiday season. No one's gonna have a better price. So I know if you're hesitant and you were thinking, I'm waiting till that weekend, you know, wait until Thanksgiving, don't do it, because we're not even gonna offer a better offer, and you will not get a better deal on this exact same unit anywhere else. Now, we haven't even gotten into the smart remote. We haven't even gotten into some of the other features.
Well, the smart remote you're getting today, it's a $50 remote. You can go out and buy this LG Magic Remote. It'll cost you $50. It's included with it. Plus, it has a numeric keypad on the top. It has your directional keys. It's got the quick shortcut keys for Netflix and then also for your Amazon. But when you tap that one home button, now it turns your mouse or turns it into a cursor, and it's literally just pointing around. So it makes it so much easier to navigate, because a lot of times you're like left, left, left button or right, right, right button. Here, it's just point to whatever you want. And instead of just having a couple of apps loaded, it has dozens of apps from Netflix. We all love Netflix. And then you have your Amazon, there's Hulu. Sling, by the way, in order to get it before today, you had to buy a separate media streamer, which cost you about $100. That app is already included. First TV I've ever seen to have it. Channel Plus has over 100 channels that are free. So if you want to cut the cable bill, try Channel Plus. It's fantastic. Plus there's also Vudu, there's Google, there's also YouTube. My daughter loves cat videos. You can do all that on here. And then these three, these are my favorite on the web. So it's Twitter, it's Facebook, it's hsn.com. It could be whatever you want to, because you have a web browser that's built into it.
So that's a true web browser.
Yeah, there's a, I'll go ahead and bring it up. There's a full web browser, because this has a computer built into it, just like any other computer. You can browse the web on it.
Watch a podcast, my favorite podcast somewhere?
You can watch it directly through here. Wow. So I'm loading the hsn.com webpage. I can add another webpage. It's got more of my favorites, and you can have your own little customized favorites. Truly a web browser all built into one. But the thing is, it's so quick. Do you see how fast I switched from the web to the now to Netflix? Like, there was no delay. A lot of times you bring up Netflix, you get the little spinny wheel. Yeah. This is so quick. But the one thing you're gonna see, this is Chef's Table, and do you see that little logo right there? That's Dolby Vision. This is the first time we've ever offered a television that has Dolby Vision. Now, why is that a big deal? Do you ever go to the movie theater and then you pay like an entry-level price, and they say, well, if you pay a little bit more, you can go to a much better theater and get a much better experience. Well, those better theaters, they have Dolby Vision screens that are in them, and that's always that premium ticket. With this television, now it has that Dolby Vision technology. All the Hollywood blockbuster movies are now being shot in Dolby Vision techniques. So now when you get this at home, you're truly watching it the way the directors meant it to be. So you're getting truly the best experience that we've had now, because you've got that Dolby Vision technology that's built inside. And when you go back to look at this television, it is such a unique experience. We've never offered this really collection of technology. Yes, there are other 4K TVs out there on the marketplace, but the thing is, not every 4K TV is made equally. You can go to the store, you can go buy a car, and then you can buy that entry-level car, and you're like, well, I wish I had all these other features, and then it starts becoming such a premium experience, but it costs a premium amount. Here, it's one of the best prices we've ever had, and not only are we giving you 4K, we're giving that nano cell technology, where you can look anywhere on the screen. Do you see any light reflection whatsoever? We have about a dozen studio lights that are on here, and it's not bleeding out the image. Everything is exactly the way it's meant to be. Like, if you walk down this path, wherever it happens to be, this is exactly what it's gonna look like on your television and will be in real life, because now you have 64 times the color saturation, because there's no glare. So many of us struggle with having a good television experience because we have a light or a window next to the TV and you get this horrible glare. That nanocell is the type of panel that they use which gets rid of all that glare. And we have never offered it until this moment today with HSN, really the launch of something brand new.
And you were telling me earlier that if you go to look for, just do this, search for nanocell technology in televisions.
Right. Oh, and it's expensive.
What do you see out there?
Entry level is over $2,000.
To get the exact same technology,
right,
and then half the specs that we have on this LG. And again, it's an LG. Do you know LGs are the lowest return rate in the history of HSN on televisions?
All brands.
The absolute lowest across every brand. And we have all the best brands. If you're new to us, welcome. You're gonna find great brands here. We pride ourselves in that. And this is the lowest return rate. Why? Because you love it and you keep it. Once you get it at home, you're like, this is awesome. You know, we have lots of screens and we spend a lot of money buying televisions here at HSN as monitors. The vast majority you will find here, if you walk through our studios, they're LG because they really are phenomenal products and phenomenal brands. I just want to remind you now, if you want specifically the 55-inch, that has become the most limited. So we have the 55-inch and we have the 65-inch. We have a one-day price. We have free shipping. And by the way, this is not a small box. A 65-inch television, that's a pretty good sized box, right? So free shipping on that. And plus what I really love today is please notice 6 Flex Pay. If you're brand new, here's what it is. It's so easy to shop with us. You're gonna spread your payments out over 6 months. We accept all major credit cards, that's awesome, and we also accept PayPal. So what happens is you get it right away. By the way, that's not layaway. A lot of people don't know that, but it's not layaway. It comes to you, you open it up, you turn it on, you have that moment where you go, oh my gosh, that TV is so gorgeous. And 6 months from now, you finish paying it off. Also, this is the best time to buy anything from HSN because we're in the sweetest window ever for return policy. If this is gonna be the family holiday gift, this is the biggie, get it today, put it under the tree. I don't know if you're gonna be able to resist that, but try and put it under the tree or hide it. And then you have until the end of January to make sure you are absolutely blown away by the quality of this. And if you're not, you can send it back even at the end of January and we will refund every single $1. That's pretty amazing, but that's the sweet spot to buy anything from HSN is when we have our extended return policy. And I see you brought the box out.
Well, you were talking about the box. I mean, the box.
Oh my gosh, wait.
This is really the best price in the country.
Like you can see the whole thing. Pick it up, will you? It's huge.
It's really, if I turn on side, Suze, it's about the size of you. Like I can probably, like I can play, where's Suze? There she is.
And I'm not small.
But the thing about having this box is that if you go to the store to pick this up, how are you gonna get this in your car? Like, I've seen so many people take the TVs out of the box and then it's just bouncing in the back seat.
Oh my gosh.
You don't want to do this. And by the way, HSN, they don't leave this on your doorstep. They will schedule somebody to come to the house to make sure you're there. But
that's great.
You don't want to have that just laying somewhere. This is truly the easiest way to do it. And at this price, if you're thinking, oh, I will wait 10 hours on Black Friday to get a better price. Nope. LG said nobody will have a better price than HSN. Another retailer was supposed to have this television at this price, but they said, okay, HSN, you can have it first. So only here do you get it. And when you get this at home, we wanted you guys to have this early because right now we're in the middle of football season. We're in the middle of the baseball playoffs. We're at that time where all of us are going to sit down and get together because the weather's getting colder out. And we want to start watching TV. Well, now you can do it and enjoy that television. You don't have to wait until Black Friday. Now, if you are watching your sports, and a lot of us are, the thing about having a television is that sometimes your sports don't look that great on them. The reason why, there is a refresh rate to a television, and most TVs have a 60 hertz refresh rate. Well, this is 120 hertz. This is twice as fast as your traditional TVs. So now when you end up watching your sports, like when Tom Brady's throwing the football, you don't lose the football. The football can actually still maintain, you can still see it right there, all because it has that twice as fast, that 120 hertz. Now right now I'm playing this through my Xbox, but you can hook up your Wii, you can hook up your PlayStation 4. You've got 4 HDMI ports that are on here, plus you have multiple USB ports. So this is truly the best experience all around. It's not just for watching movies. You can still play your games on here. You can surf online if you want to as well. You can bring up your Netflix, and then when you want to sit down and enjoy a show, a movie, whatever it happens to be, it is going to be one of the best pictures that we have ever offered because it's not entry-level 1080p. It's not entry-level 4K. This is the best that we have ever had because it has a new type of plastic, a new type of panel, a new type of glass that makes it just everything just pops off the screen.
Joe, it's almost, you know what it's like? It's like, you know, eat like a regular kind of bland apple,
right.
and then you take a bite of a really expensive,
right.
really good apple. Or you know the pears that come out right around Christmas time?
Sure, yeah.
And you have your old hard kind of rotten,
everyday pear,
your everyday pear, and it's kind of too tough. And then somebody gives you that pear with that special name,
right.
and you know that first bite, the sugar explodes in your mouth.
The juiciest,
the juiciest
You've been waiting 12 months for it.
You've been waiting 12 months to get that darn pear, you know? That's the experience you're having here. And you know what? You'll know it the minute you turn it on.
Right.
It will truly be mouth-dropping. You'll stand, I'm doing it right now. I'm standing here and I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody who walks past this screen looks and goes, I've got to get this TV. Right. We're all trying to figure out where to put it. That's the only problem we have. And you know what's really interesting? My producer, Catherine, she picked it up. She literally waited, she had it in the cart, and then she just ordered it when we got into this hour. Lori Leland's running around here, another one of our fabulous guests. She's talking to her husband saying, honey, you don't understand. This TV is absolutely unbelievable because we're seeing it in person. And I think if you think it looks pretty spectacular on your TV at home, you're not even 50% of the way there. That is how good this experience is. And also, Joe, we talk about this a lot. We live in a very, very crazy world out there. And I think more and more we want our home, our space, if it's small or giant or whatever it is, to be that perfect place. And so things like this become even more vital to get the very best when you can. Right. Hey, you know what? You're buying the best. You're buying the biggest specs, the most we've ever done, just everything we could ever do to make a phenomenal viewing experience for you, and you're getting it at less than a typical 1080p you'd buy at an electronics store.
You're right, exactly
right. So, you ever thought about upgrading? If you say, I want a bigger TV, I want 4K for gosh sakes, go for this one today. And the only key is, and this is important, we're now under, what I have in stock right at this moment, under 800 left for the whole country for the rest of the day. And what is it? We're at 5:21 in the afternoon here on the East Coast. So it's even earlier West Coasters. So again, at this rate, that's the 55-inch behind me. Don't miss out, because once this deal is done, we won't even have a better offer than this. It's literally Black Friday from LG to you through us for one day only. And no other retailer will match what we're doing right now. I think that's huge, because a lot of people say, oh yeah, whatever, I'll get a better deal on Black Friday. They even told you, this is it, we're getting the deal.
Yeah, LG said this is the best price they're gonna have for the entire year. Doesn't matter what website you go to, how many hours you stand in line, this is the absolute best price. And you want it because not only is it just 4K, it is that Super UHD, that 4K resolution, so it's super crystal clear. It has that HDR, that high dynamic range, which really brings out so many more colors. It can upscale. Now, this is a big deal for me. I have a lot of movies that are in full HD. It's gonna make them better now because it's gonna upscale them to 4K. It has that super fast refresh rate, twice as fast as most TVs. That's why when I was watching playing my video games, everything was flawless. The nano cell display, I'm gonna show you that in a second, because that's gonna blow your mind.
And I just want to slow you down 1 second, because I want you to repeat that. This upscales. So a lot of us can't even watch 4K content because we don't have 4K TV. And there's tons of 4K content available, even through Roku. Our Roku has tons of 4K available, right? Now you can watch the 4K, but if you don't watch 4K, it upscales almost to perfect 4K.
It does.
Now that would be cool to see.
It's very cool. And there's also something else that's not on there. This is also future-proof, because there's a new type of industry standard that just came out that's allowing networks to broadcast 4K. Like everyone's broadcasting right now in 1080p. Eventually they're gonna be broadcasting 4K. This already has that industry standard on there, so you don't even have to get a new TV later on down the road. But when you're looking at this, I wanna show you, because when you look at the bezel, everything we've shown you today, it's all TV. Like, you don't see this big frame. And most TVs have a big 1.5 to 2-inch frame that goes around there, and it kind of draws away from it. When you remove it, like the frame is actually, it's half the size of my finger. It is truly edge-to-edge glass to give you that better experience. So that makes everything just pop right off the screen.
Wait, Joe, you know what it is?
Yeah?
This is how nerdy I am, you guys. It's the width of my pinky fingernail. And I have kind of thin fingers. The rest of my body not so thin. But guys, look at this. Here's my pinky fingernail. It's the thinnest part of my body. It's right there. You're looking at it. It is Look at that. It's the width of my pinky fingernail.
That's how itty bitty
So again,
it is.
it's really all about this amazing, and it's an immersive picture experience.
Yes, it is. It's something completely new. I mean, this is the new chassis, the thinner bezel that we have, but it's also a new type of panel.
The stand's beautiful.
This is a nano cell. This is why you're going to love it. It's a nano cell. It's the size of a nanometer. Now, that's blown up to an unbelievable degree. When we start to pull away, there are a billion, more than a billion of those nano cells on here. It's the type of panel that makes it up. Now, every one of those cells turns a different color. That's why that just little square looks incredible. Then when you blow them out, there are all those nano cells right there. What it's designed to do is it gets rid of all the ambient light that you have in your house. Now, whether that happens to be a lamp that's in the room, a ceiling fan that has light, whether that's a window that's shining in with the sunlight, we lose a lot of color saturation because now you get that glare. Notice this is nanocell. On the right side, that was standard 4K. Everything just pops up off the screen. I'm going to show you a couple more because I really want you to see the difference. What's everything look like? It looks all red. That's what a traditional 4K screen will look like. But with nanocell, it brings up to 64 times the color saturation. So we have the nano cell on the bottom. Now watch what happens when we wipe it up. See all these colors that just start to pop off the screen? It's like, where did those colors hide? Notice everything on here. What do you see? You see a lot of purple. Let me show you that nano cell again. We already start to turn it on down below. And then as you start to swipe up, you're like, these colors, where did they come from? You can watch the same movie, the same TV show, the same Netflix experience that today, and then when you get your TV home from LG, it looks completely different because you're missing out on all the colors. It also brings out the brightness to the screen. It truly makes me feel as if you're like wiping your eyes of all the dirty stuff and looking at it through a clean perspective. Because I wear glasses, or maybe you sometimes when you turn on the wipers on your car and you're like, wow, I didn't realize how dirty my windshield was, and now everything is super clear. It also gives you wider angles too because you have that nano cell display. You can actually be up to 170 degrees and it's going to look perfect as if you're still sitting right in the middle. Now, the other thing that's great about this is it has something called HDR. And this is really groundbreaking as well because a lot of companies got together and they said instead of just having 4K, there's a better type of 4K. It's called HDR. It's a new industry standard for that premium television. So what HDR does is, look at the flower. On the right side or on the left side, it looks great. That's your standard 4K screen, but it has a standard limited amount of color. When you add HDR, it's like doubling the colors. Now look how vibrant that is. The same flower, but we just added all the colors to make it more true to life. So which one would you rather have? That standard 4K you see on the left, or do you want that HDR that's on the right? So Suze, when you look at what we're giving you today, it's 4K, which is the sharpest resolution. It is the nano cell display, which is going to get rid of all that light to make everything more bright, more true to color. And then it's that HDR. It's like going from the 12 color crayon box to the 64. They've added so many more colors to really make this experience as if you're looking right outside a window.
But then on top of that, talk about the Dolby.
Oh, the Dolby's huge too. So all movie producers that are spending hundreds of millions of dollars making these movies, they're now shooting them in Dolby Vision certification with projectors and screens and all this stuff. Well, those Hollywood producers teamed up with movie theaters to give you that experience. And normally when you go to the movie theater, you have your regular ticket and then you have that more expensive ticket. With that more expensive ticket, you now see on Dolby screens. For the first time, we have that Dolby Vision screen right here for you. So now you don't have to go to the movie theater to get that amazing experience. You've got it right here. And even if you're wondering, well, I don't have a lot of stuff that I'm going to be able to watch on, I'll watch on Dolby Vision. I'm bringing up the smart aspect, and these are all the different web apps that are available. I'm going to go and bring up Netflix because you're going to be blown away because you see all the different content. Like this is the ultra 4K stuff. If you have Netflix, but you don't have a 4K TV, you're not gonna see this. But when you see it says 4K, when you see up there, that's Dolby Vision. You're gonna see more and more programs that have that Dolby Vision, so you're gonna be able to experience that today. So whether that's on Netflix, whether that's on Amazon, maybe that's on Hulu, whatever you happen to subscribe to, there is so much content that's available that you can really get the most out of your LG TV.
And by the way, this can go on the web too. So again, you're thinking, okay, wait, what's missing here?
Yep,
Because again, it's $499 for the 55-inch. That's what you pay for a 1080p basic television if you go to electronics store right now. You know that, right? But if you want to go on the web, you have full web access. It's not like limited access to the web. You get full browsing experience, and it'll be the best darn browsing experience you ever have because you have a giant TV to watch it on with that kind of color. You know, it's funny, there's a local restaurant we have here. Have you been to Pom Poms yet?
I have not.
Okay, you got to go there. So they sell a turkey sandwich. Now you go home and you can make yourself a turkey sandwich. 2 pieces of white bread, throw some turkey, deli meat.
Turkey sandwich,
yeah, whoopie, right? Okay, they make it with fresh turkey, and then they put mashed potatoes on it.
Oh my gosh.
And then they put cranberry sauce on it. And then they put a little bit of, wait, hold on, they put a little bit of corn in there. And then they put cream cheese on it.
Wow.
And then they toast the bread, so the toast isn't dry toast. It's perfectly brown on the outside, but the bread itself is still mushy.
That's an experience.
Then they give you a side of gravy to dip it in.
That sounds incredible.
Would you rather eat the turkey deli meat with the 2 pieces of bread and some mustard, or Pom Pom's turkey dinner sandwich? That's what you're getting. Right now you're watching the turkey with 2 pieces of white bread. This is Pom Pom's Turkey Deluxe Thanksgiving Sandwich. That's what they call it. It's like the Thanksgiving feast. It is one of the best. And you know what? They still show you turkey. They still start with turkey. That's what we get. We still start with some type of media coming through our televisions, but it's all those delicious, thought out, brilliant layers that take it from a basic turkey sandwich to something that literally right now I'm craving, and I know Joe's gonna go get it after the show.
I am.
That's what you're getting today. That's the experience. It's like, again, getting, you know, you're reading a book and the book's okay, or reading a book that you're transfixed by, you can't put down, that you finish in one night, because that book is so well written. It's such a great crafted story. That's what you're getting today. That is how big a difference this experience is from whatever it is you're watching on right now, and I guarantee it. Here's the other thing too, you're thinking, oh my goodness, I know, should I do this? Huge, oh my god, pace, 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 pace. It looks really great. No worries at all. You have till the end of January to love it. And if you don't love it, you send it back and we refund all your money. That's a part of what we do. We also have VIP financing. This is really cool. If you have our HSN card, it's like 12 months of FlexPay, sort of, right? Okay. Here's what you do. Get your HSN card right now, because what happens is, if you're approved, you save an additional $40 on this television when you buy it, and you can use our 12 months of VIP financing. So that little card's a gem, and if you don't have the card, apply for it online. You can be approved almost instantly, and if you are, 12 months VIP, 12 months to pay it off, and you save an extra $40. By the way, free shipping. Can you bring that box back up?
Sure.
This is a big box, people. I don't know how much does this cost to ship normally? Do you know? Off the top of your head?
I don't know, but the...
Oh my gosh, it's got to be.
It weighs...
You got to pick it up.
The TV itself weighs 57 pounds for the 65.
Look how huge.
So with the packaging, you're probably at least over 70 pounds.
So you know that would cost a lot to ship, right? Yeah. Free shipping, but today only. The price is today only. Right now, I can guarantee I have both choices. This is the 65-inch. I've got the 55-inch behind me. They're your options. That will not be true later on tonight. And right now, with so many of you on the phone lines, I'm down to 700 available right now. I have 700 left. That's nothing. That's like a drop in the bucket, right? So if you're thinking about it, now's the moment to do it. Take advantage of our Flex, the free shipping, a price that no one understands. No one will have a better deal anywhere else from the entire holiday season through the rest of the year. I can guarantee you that, okay? And I think that's important. By the way, we give you the HDMI cable, and that remote, the Magic Remote, is $50 by itself. So just a little extra bonus that's in there. Yeah,
you're getting the Magic Remote, which makes it so easy. You can see I'm using it as a pointer, so it makes it so much easier.
Kind of like a mouse.
Yeah, to navigate through, and it's just a simple, that's the thing about LG, they're making it a better experience for you. And when you're looking at this picture, like Sue's mentioned, this is an experience. This isn't just a 4K television. We've added so many layers to make it that when I sit down, when I want to relax, you truly have the best experience that you have. Now, the thing about it is, I'm going to switch over and show you. Why does this look so stunning? Well, there's something new that we've had that we've never offered before. It's something called nano cell display. Because a lot of us hear about 4K, And 4K is the resolution, but then it's like, what type of panel do they use that you're seeing through? Well, this was made out of nanocells, and you can see there's a nanocell right there. It's the size of a nanometer. Now, this is what turns purple, blue, yellow, red, white, black, whatever it is that you're seeing, it turns, it's like 60 times a second in order to give you that experience. There are 1 billion of those cells on here. Most televisions have about 1 million cells. This one has 1 billion. The smaller the cell, the more defined everything is. That's what really brings out that resolution. Just look how colorful it is. It's incredible. But the reason why you're going to love this and why this is such a big deal, nanocell displays came out to get rid of the ambient light that you have in your house. When you see this television right now, that's a 4K image. I'm going to turn on nanocell and notice the saturation on my side. It's completely different than the other side. Then when you bring it all across, it's up to 64 times the detail because there's no longer any glare from your lights, from the sun, from the window that gets rid of it. This screen right now has 12 studio monitors and lights on it. Do you see any glare whatsoever? Absolutely not. And with up to 64 times the resolution, everything looked red, but now when it wipes up, it brings out all these colors that we've never seen before. So it's more than just having a 4K TV. It's like, what are you looking through? Because I kind of think of it now as those old 4K screens, that's kind of like looking through a dirty window. Where now when I have nanocell, it's the clean, fresh window where I'm bringing all these colors to life. It's incredible to be able to do that. And whether you're watching movies through Netflix or through your television box, everything is truly the best that's out there because of the 4K, because of nanocell, but also because this has something called HDR. And the HDR is a new technology as well, so it's really all these premium experiences put together into one to make the best resolution we've ever had for any TV.
And we have a price that's not going to be beat for the whole rest of the holiday season. If this was your pick for the holidays and you're like, yeah, this Christmas we're going to get a new TV as the family gift, do not wait. This is our best foot forward, and there will not be another deal anywhere in the entire retail market than what LG has done for you right here today. All right, Joe, I got to say goodbye. Oh. Thank you. This is like mind-blowing. Go get that turkey sandwich.
Definitely.
It's really good. All right, so let me show you what else is still available. It is our today's special. We had a couple of them today, and this is our today's special number 2. What's the big deal? Well, it is the lowest price we've ever done for the most minutes we've ever offered. Check this out. Instead of $374, we're $99.95. You get the case. The phone itself is $139.99. Just the apps and vouchers, $72. And the time, the minutes, $125. We've sold several thousand already today, well over half of our quantity. You can still get it now. Stay tuned. Coming up next, I got a great tablet.
You never know what we're going to do on the Monday night show, but here's a sneak peek. There'll be more than a few surprises.
I need help, send everyone.
And weekly guest challenges. But don't forget about the great products. Tune in 7 p.m. tonight or visit hsn.com and search Monday Night Show for more.
Touch kept me high.
It's the start of the season and our host's favorite time of the year. Join us for 2 days of holiday fun.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to jive and sing the night away.
With 5 FlexPay on everything and gifts for everyone on your list, it really is the best way to holiday. Holiday Host Pick, live all day starting Friday, only on HSN.
At HSN, we have more gifts than ever before, so it's the perfect time to get your HSN card. Save $20 when you apply and are approved. Plus, get extra flex on all the items you love with VIP financing for those larger purchases. Get an additional $10 off your next purchase when you receive your new card in the mail, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com. More gifts, more brands, more friends, more merry.
I said this earlier, I think I've got one of the best electronic shows I have ever done here at HSN, and we're having a ball. Please stay on the line for that amazing LG television. Also, don't forget about the LG phone. But now we're going to move on to another really top brand, and that's RCA. How about getting a great tablet? Do you need a new one? How's your old one? Is it cracked? Are you thinking, oh, I'm so over it? But how about getting a tablet that when you need it to be, it becomes truly a mini computer, a mini laptop? Well, that's what we have from RCA, and this has been so wildly popular over this weekend, and we're coming to a grand close. So please remember, the 5 flex pays, the free shipping, the deal, that's for a limited time. We've already sold over 12,000 of what's called our 2-in-1. And you are now looking at the most value we've ever done at the lowest price. So what do you get? Well, first off, you get great colors. And by the way, I'm so into this rose gold. I can't imagine we even have any of these left, because that is an amazing looking tablet in rose gold. Here are your other colors, and I'll tell you, of course, the exclusive bundle we put together just for you. We've got right there, we do the paisley, which I love the paisley. You guys always love that. This next one, now that's a different print.
Is that the feather or the
That
paisley?
was our feather. Yeah, there's paisley. Look at the feather. That's gorgeous.
That's what I'm holding.
Then you go up here, there's the purple. We have the black, great gift-giving color. If you want the yum color, go for that rose gold. I think it's gorgeous. And then if you like your classic, beautiful gold, we have that available as well. Check out what they've done. Again, brand new, because it's a brand new configuration. Matching headsets. Oh, we gotta love that. So now you got matching gold headsets. Of course, with our exclusive packages, you get an entertainment pack deluxe voucher included. You get the sleeve, the on-ear headphones, all of that with our flex pay. Oh, how about $23.99? Oh, and then how about free shipping? I love that. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, how are you?
I am so tickled to have this back.
It's so much, it's such a fun product to present because there's so much, I have so much to show you guys. There's so much that you can do on it. So first of all, RCA, larger screen, 10.1-inch screen. So that means just a quick comparison with like 7-inch screens, because this price range, you typically see probably a 7-inch screen, probably a dual core processor. You're looking at like 1, 2, about 3 times across. So about 3 times the size, look at that, of a 7-inch screen. This isn't just RCA, this is RCA and Google. It's the latest version of the Android operating system, Android 7. Suzanne, you're gonna like this. It's a kind of nerdy thing. It's right up your alley. Okay, so one of the things that you can see, I've got lots of programs running here. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 or more programs all running at the same time. But you know what you can do on this tablet that you can't do on hardly, actually the only other tablet I've done that you can, or sold that you can do this on is a Samsung, which is like a $400 or $500 tablet. Look at, you can split the screen. So you can actually multitask on this tablet. You can run, so I've got the Google Play Store running over here because this is a true Google tablet. It's Google certified. It has the Play Store native and pre-installed. So there's the Google Play Store running over there, and there's hsn.com, we're running over here. You can still pinch, you can still zoom, you can still do all of those things. That takes some serious computer power, you know? Another real nerd moment, but a really important thing, this is not only quad core. Quad core means there's 4 kind of individual engines that run everything. It's why you can run so much at one time. It's not only quad core, it has 2 gigabytes of RAM. Almost all of our tablets have 1 gigabyte of RAM. This has 100% more RAM, and you'll see, it's funny.
Huge.
I did a show this morning, and Alice Caron was out here with me. Alice sells a lot of tablets too, and she's like, you know, I don't know why we sell a lot of quad-core tablets, but this one, it's just faster. I can just tell, it's just faster. And I said, it's because of the RAM, and it's something that I don't say enough. It's because this has twice as much RAM. So if it was just that, if it was all those good things in a tablet, front-facing camera, rear-facing camera, 32 gigabytes of storage with an expandable memory card slot, I'd be like, go for it, go for it. This changes absolutely everything in the world. The fact that there's a keyboard, so look, I'm just gonna turn this upside down just to show you guys. This is called a Magna Link. The Magna Link is what lets you put it together. So it's magnetic, Magna, and it has 4 pins there as well that help it connect. So once you've done this, now you're talking about having a quad-core touchscreen on the go laptop, right? Even with like that, there's a little touchpad, a little gesture pad is on there. On the side, look at this. Isn't that cool, that gesture pad? I know, I love that gesture pad too. On the side, there's all these ports that you don't have on tablets. You have them on computers. And what just flew in there, I'll just point that out because you see it actually on the back of my tablet. That's called the G-Hold. If you're wondering, how does Aaron hold his tablet in one hand and then work on his tablet with the other? Yeah, I don't have magnetic hands. That's called the G-Hold. But you know what? We're sold out except for the blue color. So we have the blue color left on the G-Hold, and that is it. Nice thing about G-Hold is it snaps flat, and we're including a sleeve with this as well, a sleeve case. Did you guys see that? That's new as well. We haven't done that in the past. So
that's nice.
Even with the G-Hold on, it just goes right in the case.
It'll fit in. It's like a neoprene. It's going to protect it. Okay. Yeah. So wait, do me a favor because there's more little holes over here than I've ever seen.
Okay. So. Deep breath. There is a micro HDMI cable, so you could plug this into your TV. Yeah, but you'll see in a minute you can do it wirelessly too because this has screencasting. I know. I'm going to get there. I promise. I'm going to get there. This is a micro SD card slot, so you can quadruple the memory on this. And you know, micro SD cards for a 128 gigabyte card, I don't know, on sale probably 15 or 20 bucks, something like that. So you already have 32 gig, but then there's more. You have a micro USB and a full-size USB port. So if you wanted to plug in a mouse or something like that, even though you've got touchscreen and even though you've got a gesture pad on your keyboard, if you wanted to plug in a mouse or a USB stick or something like that, you certainly could.
But what I love is because you can plug in a mouse, you really can operate this very much now like a laptop.
Exactly.
See, a lot of times you get tablets and they're like, we all thought tablets are going to take over the whole world. Like, oh, I'll never use my laptop or my computer ever again. But we love the size and the convenience of a tablet. Well, what they've done, what I think RC has done so brilliantly is you now can really operate it almost just like a laptop because you have the freedom of using a mouse and typing like you would traditionally on a laptop unit or on a desktop. And that's highly unusual. There are very expensive tablets out there, as we all know, that don't have half of these features, certainly don't have all of the inputs. And you know what else? They have locked memory. The worst thing is you can spend a fortune getting a tablet and guess what? It'll go, sorry, you got to start deleting some stuff because I don't have enough memory inside me. There's no way to expand it. This is totally expandable. You just put in another little micro SD card and keep going. Here's the story though. The price, the flex pay, the free shipping, that's all for a limited time. So you never ever want to wait when you see an offer like this. Plus you get the headsets, plus you get the new sleeve. It's beautifully boxed, by the way. So if this is one of those that's going to go under the tree, it looks great. And if you have anyone who's driving you crazy for a new tablet, maybe you thought about getting a new tablet because yours has that big old crack in front of it and it's driving you nuts. Now's the perfect time to do it, especially before our big event weekend's over.
Absolutely. Yeah. And many of you have. I'm so glad. I think for anyone who's wanted a computer or a tablet, who's maybe wanted a device for kids to be able to take to and from school or for themselves to take to and from work, it's just ideal. And I want to show you some of the things that I think no one would expect in this price. One of the things is how good the voice recognition is and the GPS. I'm going to get to the GPS in a minute. So if you talk to the tablet, you see right up here there's a little microphone. Anytime you want to do anything, you can just tell the tablet, you just touch the little microphone. How many days until Christmas?
Christmas Day will be
quick,
77
by the way.
days.
Okay, 77 days, so we're in the double digits until Christmas. How about something like, what movies are playing?
Movies frequently mentioned on the web include Thor, Ragnarok, Only the Brave.
So, okay, there's movies playing, there's times playing. I mean, really easy. I love this demo. How about track JetBlue flight 390?
JetBlue 390 from Washington, D.C. to
Did you know
Boston
that?
is scheduled and departs in 17 hours, 4 minutes.
You don't have to go to your computer. You don't have to get on JetBlue's website. You don't have to find incoming flights. You can just literally ask, check JetBlue flight. Now the next one I'm about to show you is something that's very specific to this tablet. So how about navigate to Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh, all right.
Okay, so you see it's giving me navigation information, tells me it's 16 and a half hours away, about 1,000 miles from Florida. But here's what's key, is now if you download that map and then take this in the car with you, it will give you turn-by-turn directions. Because this has, and this is not true of most of the tablets we sell, just like most tablets we sell have 1 gigabyte of RAM, this has 2 gigabytes of RAM. Most tablets we sell, and that anyone sells, don't have a GPS chip inside them. This does. So just like the GPS that you buy that locates itself based on satellites, not based on Wi-Fi or on Bluetooth, this has that same GPS chip in it.
Okay, so your point is, if you're about to buy
Take it home,
a
Suze.
standalone GPS, I've done this all day long. I was like, like if you're buying new Inks, get my Canon I had. Just might as well get the Canon. If you're getting new minutes for your cell phone, you might as well get my LG Today's Special. If you're about to buy a dedicated GPS for your car, you don't have to be on Wi-Fi for this to work. That, to me, is one of the greatest features. And we do, as you said, we've done, I think it's the only one we ever do, the only brand we ever do that in, right?
It's very, very rare. You're right, most the RCA brand. I can't think of another brand off the top of my head.
I don't either, I can't remember. It is
in.
dedicated GPS. So just like your GPS sitting in your car, this works independent of having to be on Wi-Fi. It's a really big deal, because if you're about to buy a GPS, you might as well just get this. Oh, and by the way, you get a fully functioning keyboard. You also get a brand new 10-inch tablet, and you get a quad-core system built in. I mean, it's huge. And what I love, it even protects itself. So your entire work world goes with you wherever you go. And truly, I really think that in the past, we thought tablets were gonna be able to do everything on them, and then we were disappointed, because you're like, really? I gotta write more than how are you on an email? So you went to your computer, your laptop. No, this now really is that wonderful sweet spot of giving you feature that you find only on a laptop or desktop, and yet giving you total portability and the ultimate versatility, because when you need it to be a tablet, because you're watching YouTube or you're sitting reading your news or whatever, it's that. When you need it to act like a mini laptop, guess what? Now it's that, and it's all built in. You know what else I like about it in the laptop mode? You don't have to connect anything. Like I literally turned it off, it says screen off on the keyboard, screen off.
You don't have to connect.
It talks to each other.
Usually you have to connect via either Bluetooth or you have to plug a cable in.
Yes.
But did you see those 4 pins? Here, let me show you. These
That's a big
4
difference.
pins that are on the MagnaLink that connects the tablet to the keyboard.
And there's
really
a whole
turns
bunch
it
of
into a
functions on the
computer.
keyboard that actually
Right
control the
across
tab.
here.
It's like, look, the camera's on there.
There's a search button right
Your
there.
volume.
There's a home button right there. Go to internet, open up your email.
Like, look, it's all
those.
right there. And so now it automatically connects to it. I thought that was
pretty cool.
It's a really teeny thing, but it's a big deal when you start playing with it.
It's always the little things with electronics. You know, I mean, they all do more or less the same thing, but it's when you get into like the individual quality items that I think
you
really,
find the differences.
You start loving it. Yeah. Here's one of those items. Actually, this is a pretty big item, but all tablets have screens. They don't all have the same quality screen. This has what's called an in-plane switching screen. So this is a 10.5 inch. No, excuse me, it's a 10.1 inch high definition in-plane switching screen. This is your new tablet. This is a high definition tablet that isn't an IPS screen. We sold this one just a couple years ago, actually at a higher price than today's tablet, and it didn't have a keyboard. But anyway, you see the difference? It's high definition, but when you have in-plane switching high definition, the color is truer and better and more resolute, and the value of the color is stronger. But most importantly, when you look at it from the side, take a look, guys. Ready? Look at this. Wow, okay. The non-high definition tablet, you can see from 180 degrees. I mean, you can see it from every side. But look at that. The one that isn't IPS totally blacks out. Your new tablet you can see from all angles. So if you're watching a movie with someone, your kids are playing a game together in the back seat, of the car, et cetera, you can see your screen from all angles. We expect that when we buy a pad or a $600 or $700 tablet. It's not something I think that most of us would expect in a tablet of this price range. One other quick demonstration. As I said earlier, this has the latest version of the Android operating system, which is Android Nougat. So you can actually write on your screen. I'm just going to write a note here, and it will translate my chicken scratch into typed letters, into Word. So that's pretty cool, I think, being able to make a note. And this has handwriting recognition. But even much more important, as Sue said earlier, sometimes it's frustrating typing without a keyboard. Well, yeah, you have a keyboard, but you know what else? Watch this. See the little microphone button? I'm just going to touch it once. This is how easy it is to talk to your tablet instead of typing on your tablet, period. Imagine how much easier it is to put information inside your tablet when all you have to do is say whatever's on your mind, period. Can you imagine how great it would be for the kids at school to use this when their teachers are giving lectures, period? If they touch that microphone button, this will take all of their notes for them for the entire class, period. Also, for all the things you do around home, whether it's keeping up with email, writing a laundry list, or getting a lot of work done, writing a novel or journaling, whatever it is that comes to mind, you talk at a normal pace, use normal words, and the tablet really does all of the work for you, making it simpler, easier, and a lot more fun, period. I mean, that's a whole page. You know,
That's awesome.
that wasn't like a sentence. That wasn't
Right.
like a
How
open
are
Facebook
you?
or what's the weather. Right. That was the full deal, and it gets pretty much every word. We can thank Google, of course, for that, but we can also thank our quad-core processor and our 2 gigabytes of RAM for keeping up with that so well.
So, and a quick update too, if you want the gold, and I want you guys to get a really good look at it, that is now the most limited. That's going to be the first one to go. So if you want the gold, that is now, and it's always popular. It is that, you know, rich girl gold look, and it's a beautiful finish on it, and it's a metallic finish. You do get the matching headsets. The second most popular is the rose gold, of course. We love those colors, right? And think about this, because we're in our extended return policy, who's on your list right now who really does need a tablet, but they need to be able to do more? Or maybe you're saying, well, you know, I was thinking about getting a new laptop, but maybe that's kind of out of your budget range right now, but you still need to have a more versatile experience. It's all right here. I mean, it's pretty brilliant, right? Also, we haven't talked about it yet, but you do get an Entertainment Pack Deluxe voucher card that comes with it. It is right here. Oh, and by the way, my favorite feature on this card, I'll show you. See this? See the little crown? Wait, which one is it? Yeah, the little crown, right?
Yeah, the entertainment book?
That it is. That's my entertainment book. This could pay for itself because you get access to the full entertainment book experience with all the coupons. You know how they have thousands and thousands of coupons? That's going to pay for this basically in a couple coupons just from that one voucher you get inside here.
It sure is. Which, you know, buy one, get one free meals and deals on pet food and oil changes. I mean, like everything.
Yeah,
and that's included.
That's included.
Pretty cool. Hey, one other cool thing I want to take a minute to show you guys. So there's a lot of upgrades and updates as we've been talking about: a larger screen, a higher quality screen, the latest version of Android, some really good things. Those ports that Suze was oohing and ahhing over a few minutes ago, that she was ogling, I might say. There's the full-size USB port and expandable memory and all that. Another really big feature, in my opinion, is the ability to cast whatever's on your tablet to your screen and to do it to your TV screen and to do it wirelessly. So we're actually doing this on the LG Today Special, but it could be on any smart TV, any Wi-Fi TV. And what it means is if you're on hsn.com, like we are right now, we're actually doing some live streaming over here. So whether you're doing some live streaming, if you're on Netflix, if you're on Hulu, if you're playing a game, if you want to enjoy Facebook but enjoy it on the bigger screen, you can do that. It's a nice thing to be able to do. I think it's a way that makes your tablet more communal, you know, something that not just you are on. You can really enjoy it. Many people at one time can, because you can put it on the big screen.
Can I give you a real live example?
Sure.
My friend in Ohio is Teresa, and myself here, we're doing this power yoga thing, right?
Yeah.
And you do it online, and she wants to do it on her TV. And I said, well, but if you have a correct tablet, you can actually just mirror it to your television. She's having trouble getting to it on television. It's too complicated.
Right.
And that's just one really interesting little
Great
current example of why that comes in handy.
Yeah, that is I didn't even think about exercising. You're right. That's a perfect example.
Because it's too hard to see it on your tablet.
It's tough to see it on your tablet. Yeah, when you're in down dog and trying to see your tablet at the same time, you need a bigger screen, right? Yeah, no, you can see that I've tried this myself too, and that's a great idea.
It's a real feature. I mean, you know, you'll find, oh, well, that is easier. Okay, so, and basically, if you can get it on here, you can see it on your television. That's what, if you love cat videos and you want to share one with the whole family, our thing is Screaming Goats. Y'all ever watch the Screaming Goat videos?
No, what's that?
Oh my gosh, if you want to watch the funniest videos on YouTube, look up Screaming Goats and then mirror it to your television to share it with the whole family, because you will all laugh very hard. Because I guarantee you've never seen Screaming Goats.
No, I've never even heard of it.
It's one of the funniest things on earth.
All right, I gotta watch
Check out Screaming Goats on YouTube. But really, it comes down to this too. You know, who do you have on your list that's been driving you crazy for a tablet? Do you have a younger person who says, hey, you know what? I really need a tablet for school, or you want to give them a tablet and keep them entertained? What a phenomenal price on this. You have to agree. And I really love our FlexPay, because in this case, once again, we have 5 FlexPays. You right now, with any major credit card or PayPal, can get this home for, what is it? $23.99. And if you don't absolutely love it, you have until the end of January to send it back for a full refund. That is unheard of. You know, most stores it's 30 days if you're lucky, and then they do a restocking fee. We don't do any of that crazy stuff. We want you to be a really happy customer, and we think you really will be with this unit. The only key to it is, do you get your color before they're gone? The gold, wildly popular. This is almost totally sold out. We have a couple hundred left in the gold. I only have a couple hundred left in the rose gold. So if those are your 2 options, please don't wait beyond the show, because unfortunately, it's not going to last much longer at this rate, because we're only down to a few hundred in each.
Absolutely. Let's take a quick look, if we could. Well, first, let me just show anyone who might be joining us. I mean, this is the The most important thing I think to know about this 2-in-1 is kind of how it goes together and what it does. So when you're using it as a tablet, you've got a great 10.1-inch quad-core tablet, so it runs faster, it multitasks better. But when you're ready for this to be a computer-style device, well, here you go. And you've got some power that is typically only found in a computer. I'd love to show you in my last minute the feature stills, just to make sure that I didn't leave anything out. There's a lot to go through. When you've got a device like this, really, quite honestly, it's like I'm presenting two devices at the same time, kind of like a computer, kind of like a tablet. It has a 10.1-inch high-definition in-plane switching display, so that means you can see it really well from all sides. If your kids are playing a game together, if you're trying to show hubby something on the tablet. A docking keyboard, of course, turns this into like a laptop computer. A quad-core processor, which is the sort of processor we have on our really high-quality computers. 32 gigabytes of memory and 2 gigabytes of RAM. So it's a nice large memory to start, and it's an expandable memory. It's the most RAM I've ever sold on any tablet. Ask any tech person you know if RAM is important in the computer, and they'll tell you that it's probably the most overlooked thing, and it is so important. Front and rear facing cameras, so you can take video of yourself, you can web chat, do all those kind of things, or take really nice video of your friends and family. Android Nougat, GPS enabled, that's very uncommon, so it can geolocate even when it's not online. Mini HDMI, micro SD, micro USB, and USB ports. Expandable, that's a big deal. You know, most pads in that are not. They have fixed memory. And then Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity. So if you want to, this has a really nice speaker in it, but if you want to connect to Bluetooth, what am I trying to say, headphones,
sure,
or
Bluetooth
earbuds,
speaker or something like that,
you certainly can do.
And again, you get the headsets, you're gonna get the voucher. Just that entertainment coupon alone, you get basically the whole entertainment book with all the coupons. That's gonna pay for this. Really, trust me, that's pretty cool. And it works anywhere in the country, which is really neat, all online. All right, here we go. Stay in the line again for this. Go to hsn.com. That's the way with a couple clicks. You got it, Aaron? I know we'll see you later,
Yep,
right?
we'll see you guys on the way.
And stay right on there, right on the line for this. Coming up next, we're gonna transform your bedroom. How about that?
Sounds good.
Pretty good.